Good afternoon and happy day. Hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am because I woke up this morning and I'm using my hand even more, and I've got my swag on here from Never Your Zero and from my brain cancer awareness. So I'm ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys are as excited about this episode as I am. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today one of my best friends, if not my best friend in the whole world, Amy Malinoski. She is an absolute inspiration to everyone that has ever given her the chance to meet her. And um, without further ado, I just have to bring her out because she's just awesome. So I suck at clapping.
Can't do a one-handed clap.
No, not one hand clap yet. We gave her a taller chair so that she gets she looks tall today. But yeah, I'm actually the same size as her sitting down.
Actually, this is me standing up. I look the same size.
We'll do a brief intro, and I want to just get you guys an insight into what makes Amy so amazing, and that she's a really humble person. So to get her to say anything amazing about herself is like pulling teeth. But she went to dialysis yesterday, yesterday. He still has the bandages on, and just came off the treadmill for what do you have, half an hour?
Yeah, I did 35 minutes on the elliptical.
Oh. Yeah, okay, 35 minutes on the elliptical. The knee surgeries and everything, and kidneys. We'll get into that. What makes you so special?
Well, I've pretty much had a lifetime, literally a lifetime, since I was 2 with chronic kidney disease.
Okay. And describe what that's entailed. I mean, your entire life has been chronic kidney disease. It started at 2 years old with nephrotic syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And then your parents had you in the hospital. You're one of the youngest dialysis patients ever. You're now 45 in September. So, 44, I can't even do math, 43 years on dialysis of some sort.
Yeah.
You've had 2 kidney transplants, both of which failed, and we laugh about it as Amy's the best person to go on a road trip with and watch them and to watch movies with. So I have to pee break more than she does.
I just do mine in all one big chunk.
2 hours and 45 minutes, which is unheard of for a dialysis patient. I'd like to know, most dialysis patients are 3 to 3.5 hours, so 2 hours and 45 minutes, and rock star. Rock star status here, folks. Rock star status. We got a, well, when was your first transplant?
I was about 5 years old, and while that one only lasted 8 months, I was pretty sick from the kidney disease, so it was more of a necessary transplant, even though it wasn't the best match per se for a transplant. I was like 5.5 years old and weighed like nothing.
Yeah.
It was a much larger adult-sized person kidney that I got, but it got me through those 8 months to make it to my next step of dialysis. So doctors told my parents I probably would have died if I did not have that transplant.
And speaking of your parents, in that time they've had 2 other children.
Yes.
You have 2 younger siblings,
Mm-hmm.
Lisa and Lori. Lori is an amazing mom, and they work in Burbank with her husband Dave, and Lisa's an amazing mom as well. Hi guys. and they live in upstate New York. Lisa and her mom, Amy's mom and dad, George and Edwina. So shout out to you guys too, because you're huge inspiration to us, to all of us. You have endured countless surgeries and countless times in a hospital, and your parents just used to tell you, "Suck it up, Buttercup." You know, you don't have a choice. And,
they just wanted to instill in me that, yeah, you have medical problems, but you can still pretty much do everything that everyone else is doing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they never wanted me to get behind in school. I mean, I tell people now I'm ambidextrous because, they put the IV wherever they need to.
Yeah.
And sorry, it's in your right hand. You have another hand.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I laugh about it now, but it's kind of come in handy.
Yeah. So let's get into your second transplant.
Mm-hmm.
Your second transplant was at the age of?
I was about 7. Wait, no, 8.
Okay.
I was 8.
And that one only lasted like
about
what,
5
years?
Yeah.
And at the age of 12, 13, you're done. You're no chance for another 14. So just at that age when you don't want to go on dialysis, and you have enough issues, and you have all these growth hormones in your body, and you've got enough issues with body image, and just to be thrown back into that, it had to be horrifically painful, but at the same time, you handled it like a champ. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, it was
probably a bratty champ, but
it's quite possible.
Now, Amy and I have been friends for over 25 years now, and thank God. And oh my God, has it been?
No,
20,
17.
17 years.
Yeah.
17 years. We met at dialysis. I was working as a dialysis tech when I was going to respiratory school, and Steph was working there too, and I was put in their pod because I was one of the only guys that was there, and they were trading new guy.
My
they were like,
my excuse. See, the funny thing is, he wasn't in my section for a while.
Yeah.
He was kind of bouncing around.
Because you're very particular
Well, yes, I kept
about.
telling him he couldn't stick me because you're not in my section. So
Yeah.
too bad.
And then one day Brian called in, and I was in your section. So I said, well,
I ran out of excuses.
What was my joke? This isn't gonna hurt me a bit. So, and ever since then, we've been best of friends. We always talked when we were in dialysis, and I never saw the change I never saw Amy as anything different than just a friend, and that we got along really with, and
we just got to hang out at dialysis.
Yeah, you just had to come into dialysis. So what the hell's the difference? I just got to see you more.
Yeah.
So I actually saw you more than I saw Steph sometimes, because we were on opposite shifts. But that's where it all comes from. You meet people, and you bring them into your life, and you gotta not look at them differently. Amy moved down here with us when we moved to Texas. It's the one person I said, and Steph and I unanimously said, we have to have Amy come down here. And quite honestly, this may seem a little morbid, but that's how we are, because we're realists. When we moved down here, we said to Amy, how much longer do you think you're going to live? She was working full time at CDPHP, which is a healthcare healthcare place,
Yeah, health insurance.
health insurance office, and working full time there and going to dialysis 3 days a week, and we're like, you know what, we have the potential for you to move with us and semi-retire. So that's what you did. It was such a blessing
Yeah,
to
I was thankful for the opportunity. So.
yeah, and we were thankful to have you because we had a 3-year-old and or 4-year-old, and we didn't know what the hell we were to do with there all by ourselves. In a big city that we knew nobody. So, it's when you meet people like that that make that kind of impact on your life when you want to do better for them doing better for you. And I could think of nobody more impressive than for my first guest as Amy, or as Mimi, as we call her now, because Elaine named her Mimi, and then all of her nieces and nephews call her now Mimi, and she's Aunt Mimi. Um, I just love you. There's no doubt in my mind that I love you for everything you are, and without getting all teary-eyed here, I don't want to. But I can honestly say that I've been so blessed to have her in my life, and I can never see a day without her. So there's another reason to continue the fight, right? I mean, and she's taller than me right now.
Believe me, this will never happen again.
So, look at this. We're at 12 minutes. We gotta cut it short. We'll sit here and talk forever because we can.
This will be the longest episode.
That's what we can do.
Word on the street has it we have more installments of this.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking through my notes, and I said, brief medical background, how Christian and I met, fighting story being drunk. Oh, there's a quick funny story. All right, so I was playing in a band. Dan Marshall and Tony Malini and Nick Marshall. We played in a band called the 1 in 10, and we had a show, and I wanted to bring Amy to it. And it was the first time she'd gone to a show, and it was out in the middle of nowhere. It's
Scotticook.
Yeah, it was at a house party kind of thing, and it was a wedding or something like that. But Amy had a little too much to drink.
Lightweight.
She's a lightweight, and she had 2 drinks, and then she passed out. No, she didn't pass out. But
I did sit down in the driveway.
She sat down in the driveway because she was like, "Whoa, I feel really good." Everybody's like, "Oh, is she okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Amy. She's fine. She can handle alcohol. She's only had 2." But funny story is, she came to dialysis. This is on Saturday. She came in dialysis on Monday, and she's only 500 mLs over her dry weight, which is normally you're like 1,500 or 1,000.
Yeah,
over a weekend.
Well, for dialysis, most patients don't pee.
Right.
So any liquid you take in usually raises your weight that much.
Yeah. So we were all joking about it as. Well, we ought to get drunk every weekend because then
apparently it dehydrates you.
Dehydrates you, and yeah. So that's one way to
get around the fluid restriction.
Trust me, that is not a way to keep.
We're not recommending that.
That's not the recommended way to dialysis at all. That's the recommended way to quick death.
Exercise is a much better choice.
Yeah. So now exercise. Amy comes over here 3 times a week or 2 times a week, however many times you can, and she's committed to exercising with me. She's had multiple knee surgeries, and to straighten out her one leg. And one of those was a couple of years ago, and I can remember saying, "Well, you know what? Suck it up, Buttercup. You got to get back on there, and I don't care if it hurts." Well, little did we know that. Yeah.
How's it feel now? No.
See, wow, I love her. You just can't help it. So I'm just trying to read the notes here. Best ever, best ever morning.
Oh, that was when we drove 36 hours to move
Oh
here
yeah,
from New York
yeah. Because we had to get
without
here.
stopping.
We had to get here without stopping because she had to be to dialysis on Thursday morning, and we left Tuesday night, and we got here at like 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning on Thursday, and it was like, oh man, we're never gonna make it. So, but we make it, and that's what it's all about. So this is the second installment of this. This is about us, and let's make it a great day. All right. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Now I gotta figure out how to turn this damn thing off with one hand.